Cecade is in the Andes Mountains. It is about 40 miles southeast of Cusco. It's at an altitude of approximately 11,000 feet.
Cecade was started by a good friend of mine, Gerhard Zoller.
Gerhard has a friend in Lima, Pedro, and Pedro's dream was to have a program that would help the Inca people.
So I became acquainted with it, talking to him at meetings when he was had the idea of promoting that as a possible project for our Rotary Club. It's a very poor, undeveloped rural area.
So many people struggling in such small, tiny pockets of rural Peru.
The natives have been rather disenfranchised. Any money that the Peruvian government might have does not go to the Inca people.
6,000 person place with a 1/2-time physician and also a population which has a lot of special health problems.
People die young from diseases that are easily preventable, most of them relating to hygiene, to clean drinking water, to sanitation. The people have never learned about this.
These beautiful kids dying in excess numbers because of the fact that they develop pneumonia from influenza, which is very preventable health problems that need addressing and that are actually being realized and addressed by Cecade.
So Cecade is the name, though, of the school.
In the middle of this village that has no electricity, no running water, is a fairly modern building with solar heating and internet connection via satellite and running water and electricity.
Rotary has donated the carpentry work, the sewing machines, the computers.
It's really a place and a location, but Cecade is more about the people.
Cecade provides a number of things for people, I think, on different levels.
They're learning about how to cook nutritious food. They're learning about raising children. They're promoting hygiene so fewer of the children fall to dehydration or diarrhea or other illnesses.
They also raise guinea pigs, rabbits.
Raising sheep and harvesting the wool and spinning the wool into yarn and learning how to knit.
What Cecade has done for the women is important enough to walk 2 or 3 hours a day to get there.
It makes the women not only better mothers, but much more confident, outgoing people.
Women's behavior when we first went to Cecade was dramatically sad. They kept their heads bowed, they shuffled, there were no smiles on their face.
Cecade has provided a social outlet for them. They enjoy each other's company. It has provided knowledge.
Sewing is one of the things, and we carried down 2 electric sewing machines.
I was able to teach each one of those women how to run that sewing machine.
They also have started to make handicrafts that people can buy.
And it was so rewarding to me to give the women money for something that they had actually made and produced.
Well, one of the things that we did for the children, which are a huge part of the population, we helped with fluoride treatments.
The majority of children who die in rural Peru, and the numbers are shocking how many do die every week there, it has a lot to do with infections that started in cavities or in the teeth or in the gums.
Fluoride's in our water here in the U.S., we take it for granted. But there, specifically, I can tell you, we give fluoride, it makes a difference.
What I think sets Cecade apart from other programs is the way Pedro has set it up. He wants the people to learn a basic way of life that they can sustain themselves.
It is the concept that's been around forever of, I'm not going to give you a fish, I'm going to teach you how to fish.
The use of the solar heating for their whole compound, because they have a very abundant source of sun. The sustainability of making their heating and cooking systems from the native clay, and showing people how to do this, using local materials to make things that are important in everyday living.
Cecade is a gathering place from the different villages so that they are talking with each other and sharing their own knowledge for the first time in generations.
My initial goal was to spend time with my daughter alone and to introduce her to what Rotary does internationally.
People that went on the trip were the kindest and like the nicest people I've ever met. So smart and just great to be around.
And for her to see that these little kids need fluoride and $20 for a whole year gives 10 kids fluoride that saves lives.
To go and show them that the world is not Westtown Mall, that there are people who have so very little, and I was hoping that it would catch their heart and their energy, and it caught that and much, much more.
One of my favorite quotes, and I didn't even prompt her, we went around the table the last day and said, "What does Cecade mean to you?" And her very simple comment was, "I found out that as people, we have more in common than we have different." These lessons that she learned will last her forever.
There are so many organizations calling for help these days, and it raises a question, well, why Cecade? The difference is we have an opportunity to go there and to accompany the people through a change that they are hoping to make and learn from them humility and how to be joyful in the midst of very little.
This project is an example of a partnership between a club here in a developed country and a club in an underdeveloped country working together to promote a common ideal of a healthier lifestyle, and it's just the sort of thing that Rotary International is looking to have clubs do, that is to partner with clubs in other districts.
How can other people get involved and help these wonderful people of rural Peru? One way is to do what we did, which is to pay for your own trip there and learn and enjoy, and frankly, you learn so much more than you ever would expect to have learned. Secondly, give money. $1 a day means a nutritious meal for a student, so $1 per day per student. A mere $20 will give 10 children fluoride treatments for a year. $100 would buy a solar cook stove and a water purifier. $1,000 could take 250 children and provide them with the basic necessities of home life for hygiene and school life. For $5,000, we can create 20 adobe ovens, which can really be a big help to the rural people of Peru and their health.
When the Madison Rotary Foundation agreed to undertake this project as its signature project, we set a timeline for it. And I think we've done a very nice job of supporting Cecade, but their needs are ever expanding.
What I was excited about with the Cecade project is it fed perfectly into what is Rotary and what is Rotary International. Cecade's a model where we can replicate it, and with little dollars from the US, we can make this a big project to make it better and bigger.
And also, I know that the money that is spent and the services given have been put to good use, and the people have, in demonstrable ways, changed and improved because of it.